Hello everybody. Hello. How you doing? How's your day going? Good evening, party people. I have eaten. I had some snacks earlier and a small meal. Husbando's home, by the way. He's doing other stuff though. He might pop in a bit to say hi. I don't know yet. But he's off doing his own thing. So how's everybody doing? Speaking of snacks, there's a piece of candy in a box by my desk that I kind of want to partake in. Have you ever had root beer flavored taffy? It's delicious. It's very delicious. Good day, good day. Food was alright. I wasn't as hungry as I thought I was last night. I had a case of my eyes being bigger than my stomach. I really had one adult beverage because Husbando was pretty tired. I could tell he wanted the meal to be like on the faster side, so I didn't want to like drag it out by getting drink after drink after drink after drink after drink. I am eating delightful root beer flavored taffy. Hi, hi, hi. It is so dang hard to chew, though. Oh, someone has a question? Just ask your question, homie. These streams double as like Q&As, AMAs, whatever you want to call them. It is a little bit after 6 p.m. for me. Thank you, friend. Thank you. I'd be a vampire for sure. Werewolves are too hairy and smelly. Not sure how long I'm going to be on today. Probably not another 3 hours because Husbando is home. And I gotta prep for a thing I'm doing later tonight for Patreon. So I gotta make time for that. But I wanted to hop on for a little bit and say hi to all you Proudy people. Yes, it has been a while. How you doing, Fran? It's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do about my Twitch streams next week. Because while the laptop can technically hook up to Twitch, it's really laggy and tries to crash. For some reason, it hooks up to YouTube just fine. Streams to YouTube perfectly fine. But something about how Twitch pulls in its stream information just makes the computer freak out. Homie, nothing on my YouTube is overly lewd because YouTube doesn't like nice things. You can have naked yoga, but suggestive audio? Nope, can't have that. Even though I did find an audio that's been up for a while that clearly was the person doing the audio giving the listener a bit of a oral action, if you will, down in the nether region. And that was something on YouTube. I don't know if it's still there, but I saw it like a couple months ago, and I'm like, how is that still up there? How is that on there? And it has ads. What? Naked yoga is exactly what it sounds like. It's people doing professional level yoga, but they're doing it naked. It's actually a thing in the fitness world to do like yoga and Pilates naked. Because they say you sweat better and you get better like muscle coordination when you're naked. You don't have clothes in the way, but I don't know. And also, I'm not sure if it's still up, but it randomly popped up on my feed. An IRL ASMR creator. I don't know if she's an actual ASMR creator or just a lady, a sexy lady who sometimes does ASMR. But she had an quote ASMR video up where she was recording her queefs. And I was like, okay then. Why is this on my feed? Go away. Nah, fam, Twitch hates everybody equally if they don't make the platform millions of dollars. If you're not a big streamer, like raking in all the big bucks, because keep in mind, the top streamers on Twitch are still male. They don't give a shit about you. You're expendable. Naked yoga and stuff is allowed on YouTube because it falls under education, because they are actually demonstrating yoga and explaining how to do the different poses. So it counts as education. Just like how there are porn stars reviewing adult toys on YouTube that are clearly like dildos and stuff. But they get away with it because it falls under being educational, informative material. Twitch is meant for streaming, so it's better for streaming, but both YouTube and Twitch suck for discoverability for streamers that aren't already big on the platform. Like, if you're not already a big creator on YouTube or Twitch and you're streaming, good luck people finding your streams. Unless people either happen to get you recommended in their feed, which isn't likely to happen if you're a small streamer, or like what was that? Just you get lucky and like someone's like looking for small streamers, they're actually looking in that tab for like new streamers. The ability to find people sucks. But it sucks on both platforms. Yeah, that's why I started advertising on TikTok too. And then TikTok banned me and wouldn't tell me why. And I put in an appeal when they banned me, and they haven't gone back to me on it yet. So I've kind of given up. I did start a new TikTok, not as Orky, but as Kitti. And so far that's gotten under the radar. But there's not a whole lot I can do with it because I have a feeling if I start using my Orky model, TikTok will think something's up and ban that account too. If the Likey app wasn't so full of like kids and pedos, I'd try advertising on there because I don't think there's a huge VTuber market on Likey yet, but it's full of like 13-year-olds and then pedos looking at the 13-year-olds. It's very unfortunate. There's a whole thing going on about how many pedos are on Likey. Kind of unfortunate because it might be a good app for VTubers to get in on. I think VTubers should just take over Likey. Just kick out all the pedos. Make the kids feel safe. Likey is an app kind of like TikTok. It's was meant to be like the safer version of TikTok, but it's really not. But it's kind of the same thing where you can like upload little short form videos and send messages. The only difference between Likey and TikTok is you can actually join chat rooms with people. Which, given how many kids use the app, because it's supposed to be an app for young people, I'm like, why would you allow chat rooms? That's just asking for trouble. Because of the pedos. I did a face reveal back in 2017, homie. People have seen my face forever. Like, go on my Twitter. I post my damn face all the time. I even post my face on the community tab on here. I just, like, I don't stream showing my face usually because I am a very shy, self-conscious person and I don't like being in quote-unquote public, like presenting myself, unless I have my hair nice, my makeup done, I'm wearing a cute outfit and all that. And most of the time, I just don't have the energy to do that, yo. Or the time. It's easier to just hook up the VTuber stuff and just do this. Oh, you're bored, Emma? Well, that's why I hopped on, because I didn't really have anything else going on, and Husbando was just doing his own crap. Thank you, J-Dog. I definitely rock the whole, mom look for sure, yo. Like, I've come to terms with the fact I'll probably never look how I looked in college or my mid-20s ever again. Because having two kids just, like, wreaks havoc on your body. You can't quite snap back from that unless you were blessed with extremely good genetics. and I was not. I did go to BJ's husband though. We didn't stay very long because he was like super tired, but we went and I had a drink and I had some snacky types food because wasn't as hungry as I thought I was, but I had some good snacky type food and it was nice. It was nice to get out of the house. As for chubby ASMRs, I have plans to do more. I have plans to do more. I've done a fair amount already. I've been told I'm like one of the few people who does chubby ASMRs, which I find kind of interesting because kind of like why not do that? Why must every ASMR waifu be assumed to be like a Barbie type or a skinny mini or moe? I stream as Kitti sometimes. I have a new 2D model for Kitti. It's not my favorite thing in the world, to be honest. Like, it's not nearly as complex as this one. It's kind of basic. It gets the job done, basically. But, so I tend to prefer to use my 3D Kitti model. And the capture program that does 3D for me is like really out of date. And I haven't bothered to go through all the steps of updating it on this computer. But yeah, previously, like most of my YouTube streams that I did from the old computer, I did as Kitti. Yeah, I was hella productive today. I was able to finish 2 audios for y'all on YouTube and then another audio for Patreon. I felt super duper productive. I miss Vine. Vine should still exist. R.I.P. Vine. R.I.P. I have an Odyssey account, I just haven't uploaded anything on there. And plus, the thing about platforms like Odyssey is that the fact that, like, no one uses them. So it's like, it's kind of, in terms of wanting people to discover your content, it's kind of pointless. It's really only good for people who already know who you are to find your stuff. Because people want to look up certain kinds of videos. YouTube has such power, especially given the fact they're owned by Google, where you Google ASMR videos, YouTube links will pop up long before Odyssey links pop up. I do not take audio requests. Because if I took one person's request, I'd have to take other people's requests to make things more fair. Because I don't want to deal with people going like, you did that person's request and not mine. You're biased. You're picking favorites. Me, yeah. I just don't want to deal with any drama. So if you want a specific audio, go to my website and you can commission it, and I'll make it just for you. Unfortunately, and people just won't admit this, YouTube has a monopoly on the whole online uh, independent video market. And by independent video, I mean like videos made by regular people not by like movie studios. Like Netflix, for the most part, Netflix and a couple other of those companies have the lion's share of like streaming for like major produced content, but in terms of like independent content, YouTube has like the stronghold on it. Like it has a monopoly. So many sites have popped up trying to compete and have gotten nearly nowhere. I think the only way a new video platform could compete with YouTube would be if, like YouTube, they had a very accessible app. Like an accessible app where you can like clearly watch HD videos, has a nice search function, a clean interface, just like all those little bells and whistles. Then maybe it could compete with YouTube because a lot of people access YouTube mobilely, not from a computer or a browser. So having that option for your platform to be accessible via like phone or tablet or whatever would put you as a contender for YouTube. The hub is not competition for YouTube at all because people primarily go to the hub to FAP. It's not the same. Safe for work, even though the hub does allow safe for work stuff, it gets like no traction because everybody goes there for stuff to FAP to. I'm doing good, doing good. How are you doing? I'm on the tail end of this cold. Like on the tail end of it. My throat still gets a little gunky. That makes me cough. And got some sniffles. But I'm on the tail end of this. I can tell. Oh, I love orcas, but my favorite animal is the eye lemur. I thought about being an eye lemur uh VTuber, but I couldn't figure out how anyone could translate it into an anime waifu and have it like look cute. Because admittedly, they're not the cutest animals. I love the eye lemur. They're so cool. I personally think they're kind of cute, but the average person looks at them and goes, "Oh, what's that?" Yeah, no, eye eyes look nothing like Zabumafu. Zabumafu is a whole different kind of lemur. It showed the true facts about the eye lemur video, but because this is YouTube and not Twitch, and YouTube is such a sensitive copyright system censor thing, I'm pretty sure even though it's done by an independent person, the video probably will get copyright claimed. I've kind of wanted to make a chubby beluga whale VTuber because, like, I don't see any beluga whale VTubers, and if they are, I haven't seen them being chubby. And beluga whales are very chubby. Oh yeah, I can. I can like change up my face. Like I can do the very scary vampiric red eyes. Ah, give me your blood. And I can sad face. Sad face. I can. Nanda yo? Nani? Oh. I can have hard eyes. I love you. I can get very grumpy. And I can go, ooh, I go, ooh, ooh. Yeah, I'm glad you're all enjoying the new videos. I'm going to try and be more consistent again with getting them out there. Instead of like once a week or less, but it really just depends on my health and if technology wants to cooperate. Cherry Coke. Hello. Salud. Ah, yes, water. Water, water, water. Why'd I yawn? I'm not even tired. My body's weird. My house can't decide if it wants to be hot or like a good temperature. It's either hot, cold, and not. It's never not just right. It's either like the room is hot or it's chilly. Can't make up its mind. Turn the AC on, icebox. Turn it on low, sauna. Can't win. Cannot win. Lemon Coke, that sounds interesting. Also, I'm wearing my glasses right now so I can actually see chat better. There's a couple fans in this room, and when I'm not doing something audio sensitive, I do turn them on, mostly to keep the computers cool, but they do nothing for me. They just kind of move the air around. Yo, Turkey Hill is some amazing ice cream. I could eat a whole, like, quart-sized carton of Turkey Hill. I got kind of grumpy at my mom, like, the other day, because she said she was going to stop by the grocery store on the way home and asked if I wanted anything. And I said I wanted some Turkey Hill mint chip ice cream. I specifically said Turkey Hill. And she comes home with ice cream. It's not Turkey Hill. It's the lame grocery store brand, which is not terrible. Like, I've had worse ice cream. Grocery store brand isn't the worst, but it's no Turkey Hill. Hello. See, good mint chip ice cream is just like you get the like nice little bites of chocolate and that nice just light taste of mint, just very light and airy. Bad mint chip ice cream is like you're chewing on toothpaste with some chocolate in it. Ah, hugs. I'd go grab some ice cream right now, but I can't have such food in my office space. Especially ice cream. That's too messy. Hey, Fran, how you doing? I can't translate that language, but I can at least kind of pronounce it. Let's see. I like mint chip. I like chocolate. I like white chocolate raspberry. I like Rocky Road. I like cookie dough. I like cheesecake ice cream. I like all kinds of ice cream. I just like ice cream. I can't remember if it's in East Brunswick or New Brunswick, New Jersey, but there's an ice cream shop called Thomas's Sweets. Then again, I don't know if they survived the pandemic. Hopefully they did. But they make really awesome ice cream and like the dopest milkshakes and floats. If I could use magic, what would I do? I'd make it so I'd never have to get up to grab things ever again. I would just summon things. And teleport. Summon things and teleport. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Sorry about your cut phase. Ah, I've just been on a little food kick lately. So I gotta go easy on the food. I love you too, fine citizen. I need to, like, get back to, like, working out. Took a long break from it. Like, a long break from it. And I really don't know how to get started getting back into it. Thinking about grabbing my tablet and tuning it into the TLC app and putting it on, like, the treadmill thingy. And then just, like, walking on the treadmill while watching, like, 90 Day Fiancé or something. Just to, like, pass the time while I'm walking on the treadmill. 90 Day Fiancé I like because some of it is just hysterical. Like, it gets some of the most delusional people. Like, this one guy who thought this woman in Europe was in love with him, and he was talking to her through not even, like, a dating website, but, like, a website where you can, like, send women money to talk to them. Not OnlyFans, like, a separate website for, like, meeting European women. But, like, they can have you send them money and gifts and stuff. So he sent her all his money and all his gifts, but he only talked to her through that website. He didn't, like, ever talk to her on the phone or Skype or anything. He never, like, had a video chat with her. Nope. And he was convinced he was going to marry her. It was hysterical. He's like the ultimate simp. Does my mom know I make ASMR videos? Yeah, she does. She really doesn't care. She thinks it's kind of cool. But, like, she's like, you do you, boo. My mom is not a very judgmental person. She's a hippie. Well, you should go to the UK. I heard the UK is very nice. I have a couple of friends who are vacationing in the UK right now, and they're having an awesome time. I wish I could go on a vacation. Last place I went was a few days in California to take the kids to Disneyland. And even then, it wasn't much of a vacation because I had my kids, and my parents went with me too. So I had to deal with the kids, and then I had to deal with them. So it really wasn't a vacation for me. I got to go with some cool stuff, but, like, if I did Disneyland by myself, it'd be completely different. Okay, on the topic of simps, some people get the definition of simp wrong. A simp is someone who throws themselves at a creator, because women can be simps too, and, like, tosses them money and gifts just in hopes that the creator will pay attention to them, usually in, like, a very friendly or romantic sense. Like, wanting that kind of attention. Other people just like supporting their favorite creator, which is not being a simp, it's just being supportive. And by that I mean, like, occasionally donating, or getting a Twitch sub, or joining a Patreon. Like, that's not simping, that's supporting. But, like, stream after stream after stream, dumping, like, hundreds of dollars, and then, like, buying them everything on their wish list. Yeah, that's a simp. Husbando was just stationed in Japan for like 6 months. He liked it. He says it would have been better if it didn't have all the COVID restrictions, which is understandable because COVID hit Japan pretty hard and they're an island country, so they got to be careful. But even though it had all those COVID restrictions, he still enjoyed it. If I had one wish, what would it be? Uh, to have a really nice house that we can easily afford and just have a nice, settled life with, like, less chaos. But Emma, I don't see you as a villain. You're too sweet. Like, uh, back when they streamed, I used to follow this channel called Practical Folks, and they did a series called Drunk Disney. And they happened to be streaming on my birthday, like on my actual birthday, the night of my actual birthday. And I had nothing else to do because of the day of the week it was. No one could go out. And so I hopped on their stream, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to treat myself by donating to these awesome people because their content has amused me for years. And I sent them a pretty nice super chat, and they actually said my username on screen, and I just felt little warm fuzzies inside. I'm all like, aw, Senpai noticed me. And then the best part is, they reached out to me through email and asked if I wanted to be on one of their episodes. And they asked if I was in the same state as them, and I said no. And they're like, well, crap. Because traveling logistics would be a nightmare. And I'm like, yeah. But the offer was really sweet of them. Because like, yeah, we looked you up. We saw your, like, all your cool cosplay. And that you're, like, a reasonable Disney fan and everything. And you seem pretty funny. I'm like, yeah, I guess, maybe. There probably is a Be Yourself Day. Yeah, I'm aware my wish was kind of like selfish, but like, yeah, I could wish for something broad like world peace, but that might be like some kind of weird monkey's paw that may lead to something horrible, who knows. As I guess we achieve world peace, but then there's an alien invasion by aliens who do not like us. I'll catch you later, Fireball. Have a good dinner. Husband's doing alright. He's doing alright. He's just kind of doing his own shiz right now. And by that I mean he's probably shopping for gun stuff And listening to gun VTubers. Not VTubers, gun YouTubers. Blah, 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 blah. How's that stroke taste? I pick aliens, because maybe you could reason with aliens. Robots have, like, no emotional complex, so they can't really be reasoned with. And zombies are mindless, so you can't reason with them at all. He might take a nap, considering he had to get up extra early for work this morning, and I do mean, like, extra early. And we didn't go to bed until, like, midnight, so I can imagine he's pretty tired. Husband gun ASMR win. I don't know. I've told him he should do something like that. Like, maybe do a gun cleaning ASMR or something. Like, nothing shooting a gun, because that'd be terrible. But like, maybe, like, you know, cleaning a gun or putting parts together on a gun, something like that. Does he watch Forgotten Weapons or In Range TV? I don't know. I've never heard of those things, so I guess he doesn't, but he doesn't tell me everything he watches. Alright, KO. Whenever someone brings up, like, you know, like, there being a bajillion guns, may not be a good idea. Someone's always like, well, in other countries, people are getting stabbed all the time, and I'm like, okay, is an entire classroom of children getting stabbed in, like, a few minutes? Is, like, a huge concert crowd all getting stabbed in, like, very quickly? We should go back to the old school days of a gentleman's war. Because I always imagine, like, there'd be a funny situation where they're all, like, lined up, getting ready to, like, shoot their little muskets. And then, like, one guy's a little too antsy and fires before giving the command. And it's like, ah, damn it, Gerald. You just ruined it. We were supposed to be polite about this. I've already done several ASMRs with Husbando already. See, I wouldn't go back to medieval times because, like, people were dying a lot. Like there was like no immunity from diseases and like very like worst medical care ever. So like yeah, I would not want to be alive back then. I would have died in like 5 minutes. Y'all are seriously an interesting lot for actually like liking and tolerating my husband. Cause so many streamers I know and content creators in general, their audiences are so, I guess, parasocial that they like try to keep their relationships practically a secret if they have one, because they don't want to piss off their audience. There's a thing called Slap Fight Championship, and it's the funniest thing ever. It's like boxing, only you're slapping, but not like just willy nilly slapping. It's like 1, 2, 3, slap. 1, 2, 3, slap. It's funny. Gun ASMR would be my husband, not me. I am not allowed to touch his weapons for many reasons. Also, I don't understand how like gun ASMR would be relaxing unless it's like something like cleaning it, cause just like the general like checking the gun and unloading a bullet and putting it up, it's loud. Like sometimes husband startles me when he comes in and gets ready for bed and puts his gun away. I'm like, that's so loud. Okay, funny, kind of funny story. Like, husbando wasn't always in the picture. I started dating him in March of 2018, and I started my channel in 2017. And then the channel started picking up steam late 2017, early 2018. So he wasn't always in the picture. And I didn't really talk about him until we were like more official and we were dating a few months already. So when a couple people found out that I'd had a boyfriend, they did kind of lose their minds. Like they sent me some of the nastiest emails. It really hurt my feelings. They're like, I'm not going to support you anymore because you dare like betray us by finding a man. You're supposed to love us, that kind of bullshit. I'm like, I don't even know you people. I need to have my own life. I'm a human being. Nah, you're not late. We're just vibing. How many kitties do I have? I have 5. And they're all furry little buttholes. One of them keeps pooping on the floor. It's driving us crazy. I'm like, stop pooping, cat. Yeah, I honestly think some of these like complete strangers who don't even know where I live, and they better not know where I live, think like they have a shot with the creator just because they like what the creator does. It's like, no, that's not how this works. Get to know a person first, at least. Like, buy them dinner. But there are girls like that about male creators too, and male stars in general. Especially like K-pop fans. Oh lord, if they find out like one of their idols is with a girl, ooh, that girl is Satan. Like I remember when, because I used to watch Markiplier. I remember when Markiplier got a girlfriend. A good chunk of his female fan base lost their mind in a bad way. They're like, "How dare Mark do this?" They'd go on their own little like lady websites and be like, "How dare Markiplier do this?" It's like, you random girl in bumfuck nowhere. You actually thought you had a shot with a guy like Markiplier who like has like a bajillion people watching him? No, in the case of Markiplier, a lot of these were grown ass women. Like women in like their 20s. Like they're adults. They should know better. I only went on those like gossipy type forums for like lady fans and content creators because I like the memes. Some of them posted some really good memes. Sorry if you hear me sniffle. I can't help it. My nose is just a little bit stuffy. Yep, I've heard that about the Hololive people. I think actually one of them had to step down because their relationship in real life got leaked, and there was no way to like retract it. It was out there, like people knew. Hi, friend. You're awesome too. Ooh, s'mores would be good. I like s'mores. Thank you, thank you. I love like synthy kind of music. I think it's very fun. Do y'all ever like just feel around your hair for like split ends, and then when you feel one, you just gotta like flick it off? I get really obsessive about split ends, like OCD about it. I have mild OCD, is like conjunction with like ADHD and bipolar, but it's very annoying because I'll just like sit there and like obsessively be like, split end, split end, split end. Oh, split end, get out. I'm also a little sad. I had to take out my industrial piercing in my ear because the jewelry I had put in to replace the one I had that broke, it had a jewel on it, and after a while, for some reason, the jewel started digging into my ear to the point of like cutting into it, and it just hurt to like sleep on that side and touch my ear, and I just couldn't live with it anymore. So I took the jewelry out, and that was like over a week ago, and I'm really hoping the holes haven't closed up yet because I want to put new jewelry in. But lesson learned: don't put in industrial bar jewelry with a big jewel on it because it will cut you. Alright, catch you later, friend. Thank you for popping by. Yes, I know Connor. He's pretty dope, but yeah, I know he gets harassed a lot by female fans who just dive too far into the parasocial thing. Thanks for streaming today. You're welcome. I said yesterday I might be back today, depending on how I was feeling. And I got a lot done today. I got all productive and stuff, so I feel like might as well celebrate by like checking in with you all fine people. I wish this laptop could do more, because I'd like to like draw for you or play like a visual novel or something. But I'm legit afraid if I load up one of those programs while the stream's going, the stream program's gonna like freeze and even crash. Because this laptop is very slow. Oh man, women can get weird and obsessive too. Like, oh man, just there's women out there that can be as creepy as some dudes. Like I remember back in like the mid 2000s, all these girls, like girls as young as like 12 and as old as like 40, fawning all over Vic Mignogna, all having hopes that he'd like get with one of them. It was so dumb. Because he had a girlfriend, he just wasn't public about her. Even though a lot of people thought Vic was closeted. It was the frosted tips, man. His frosted tips gave off such flamboyant vibes. Yo! Thank you for the dono. Thank you so much for the donation, homie. Hello there. How are you doing? That's a very creepy story, my dude. But yeah, simp is not gender specific. Any gender can be is a big a dang simp. The only the only creator who I think is flawless is Ela Klein. Not Ethan Klein, not him. He's a dumbass at times, well most times, but his wife, she's a goddess. Yeah, don't get a tattoo of like your romantic partners. It never bodes well. I thought about getting Cosmodo's name in like not English, not Chinese or Japanese either, like one of my family's languages from my heritage tattooed on me. But I thought better of it because I'm like, what if that just curses us? And then I'm stuck with that tattoo the rest of my life. I still need to get a tattoo of a fox. I keep wanting to, but then I forget about it, and then I want to again, and then I'm like, well, it's not a good time to contact tattoo artists. Do I like metal or punk? Yeah, I totally like metal and punk actually. They're both pretty dope. Both pretty fire. If I were rich, what would I do with the money? Well, after making sure my family was like set and good, and wouldn't have to like worry about anything serious, I would donate to like a bunch of like very well done charities and like do like Habitat for Humanity and the programs for getting food out to rural out there places where it's hard for them to come across food, or they live in like a farming community where the weather's been so bad they haven't been able to grow food in a while and they're starving, that kind of stuff. Like just help people. Oh, and if I was like super duper rich, like Elon Musk rich, I'd lobby all of the American government to stop sucking. Like I'd lobby them to stop taking money from other lobbyists. It's like you obey me now. Stop it. Stop your stupidity. Homie, if you're 13, this is not the channel for you. Because A, my content airs more on the mature side. And it's even marked as not for kids. And B, we're all grown ups here, I think. So we're going to be talking about boring grown-up stuff. Uh, Catch you later, friend. Have a good evening. If I had $10,000, what would I do? Unfortunately, I'd have to pay off a lot of debt. That's what I would do. I hope you had a good dinner. No need to apologize. If y'all gotta go do things and live your lives, don't let me stop ya. Because we all got lives here. Yeah, unfortunately, when you're in certain kinds of debt, it's really hard to have savings. Because you never know when more things are going to go wrong. And then you're going to, like, need help. Like, I've always had just enough savings where if something went sideways, I could usually handle it. Usually, if it wasn't like a bajillion dollars. Mostly I use my savings to pay for vet bills, because something would always happen when the animals, like, they get sick or whatever, or need, like, a special tooth cleaning or whatever, and that would cost money, and I'd be like, okay, there goes my savings. I remember years ago, my buddy Cat Knight had a really nasty kidney thing happen that almost put him in like renal failure. And the vet was able to fix him up, but that bill was several $1,000s. And pet insurance didn't exist back then. Even then, it exists now, but I don't think anybody gets it because it's weirdly done. But anyway, that was a lot of money, especially for me because I was like only 22 then. And I was so glad that the vet decided to take a payment plan because she just took pity on me. You live from check to check when you are in poverty. Because when you're in like extreme poverty, that's the best you can do. There's just not enough money in your checks to make a backup. You're barely scraping by. Like, you make enough to like cover your home, your food, your car, and maybe once in a while something little left over for like something fun. And that's why so many people get like bankrupt by medical expenses or don't get medical help at all because of how expensive it is. Hello, Fran. How you doing? It depends on your definition of need. If sometimes people need to like socialize in an upbeat atmosphere. If clubbing is something that brings those people joy, it makes them feel good, and it takes their mind off after like a long week at work, then it's worth the money because it's an experience. It's also an opportunity to meet people. So you don't feel so isolated in the world. Now, if they were wasting money on, like, collecting an arsenal of Nerf guns or something, then I'd ask some questions. But I never diss people for spending money on experiences. I remember when I left my abusive ex, I spent literally every last dime I had to get away from him. And then after that, I lived on credit cards for a very long time. Because I was then stuck as a single mom with a baby, briefly couch surfing, and then staying at a more permanent place, but not able to work because of how expensive childcare is. I would make enough with any job hiring at the time to just pay for the childcare. It wasn't worth it. So I was very, very poor for a long time. Catch you later, homie. How do you like the nest? Like, I heard it can listen to you. Sometimes, homie, when it comes to people and their spending habits, they gotta learn the hard way. Plus, you never exactly know what's going on in a person's head. Sometimes people go through severe emotional mental crap, and like, they honestly feel the only way to get that void fixed is by buying a lot of desirable stuff and looking cool. They don't realize that stuff doesn't fill the void. It'll never be enough. And if I meet a zombie, what do? I whack it to death with a shovel. Hey, Tryhard, how you doing? Doing good, how are you? Like, a few years ago, I spent a good chunk of change on a scooter that's like a Vespa, but not the Vespa brand, because fuck that, they're expensive. But still, a pretty decent make and model of a scooter. And I've only ridden it a handful of times. Because I didn't quite realize just how much pep in that step it can get. And it would start doing that, and it scared me. I initially wanted to just get something to scoot to the grocery store for basic things. But it did not work out. I have a footrest on my desk chair, and it squeaks. Did you know the Ring doorbell camera system spies on you, records you, collects your data, and sells it to third parties without you knowing about it? And my house has a Ring doorbell system. I'm afraid of it. Don't get punched in the face. It's bad for your health. Don't do it. All ponies are best ponies. Aw, thank you, friend. In a way, doing ASMR stuff kind of saved me a bit. Because for a brief while, it put me in a place where I was comfortable. Unfortunately, truth be told, I'm not in that comfortable spot anymore. I haven't been since I came back during the pandemic. I really should not have taken that like 9 month hiatus when I was pregnant, but my mental health was just not right. I was in no condition or position to work on content. I just really wasn't, but probably shouldn't have done that. But because I did, a lot of people kind of fell out of watching me, and I kind of had to start from scratch, and things just haven't been picking up all that fast. But yeah, after I left my stupid abusive ex, that's what got me into brothel work. Because I wasn't making enough doing adult video and photo shoots. Because ones local to me were just few and far between. And I couldn't travel to any because I had a little baby. So yeah. And that's what got me into like doing the brothel trips. Hello, how you doing? To be fair, I probably should have warned people I was taking a break, but it wasn't like a planned break. It was just like it hit a point where I was just like, I really should work on something. I really should work on something, and then not work on anything, and then just keep feeling guilty and guilty and guilty, and then hit a point where I'm like, well, what's the point if I work on anything now? No one's gonna appreciate. No one's gonna like it. No one's gonna see it anymore. Why bother? And then hit that point, and then it just went downhill from there. Hi, Wes. Give me one sec. I have to mute the mic for like a second. Because I need to blow my nose, and I don't want to do that in your ear. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to do the nose blow thing. When people like do things like blow their nose or like eat very messily on stream, it's something that personally bothers me. I'm like, if you're aware you're about to do something kind of nasty, mute your mic, please, for that little bit. No one will mind, I swear. I'm not going to snort into the mics. I don't want to break your ears. I'm supposed to be nice and peaceful and relaxing. I don't want to break your ears. It's also why I don't sing. Yay, you found me! Yay! I like it when I'm found. Let's go indeed. What the hell? Is someone mowing their lawn? Someone is mowing their lawn at 7:30 in the evening. That's a peculiar time to mow a lawn. Then again, it beats them doing it at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. A couple of my neighbors do that. It's very obnoxious. Oh yeah, according to a random like little like memory thing on my social media, it is the 10-year anniversary of when the bed broke in my old apartment after an orgy. R.I.P. that bed. Yeah, I got up to very wild things in my early 20s. Like college to like almost mid 20s. I got up to some pretty wild things. It's like, yo, a lot of times kids are sleeping at this hour, getting ready for bed. You don't want to be making loud, obnoxious noises this time. Yes, Cheetah will be on YouTube. She'll be like, she's part of the Savannah series, which is a public series. But if I do an NSFW one of her, if people like her enough, then that's going to be on Patreon. You found me through the car videos. Awesome. I didn't know those were really that popular anymore. Most people like me because like Poppy or Scarlet or Sasha or Ruby or mostly Sasha. Dinner was pretty good. I didn't eat as much as I thought I would because my eyes are bigger than my stomach, but it was good. I finished my leftovers today. The Savannah series, it starts with our Honey Badger Jasiri, and it's going to have a Cheetah Girl, Jackal Girl, Elephant Lady, Antelope Girl, whole bunch of cool stuff. Whole bunch of cool stuff. Yay! I'm glad you think it's a good idea. Because yeah, I know people really like the forest, the magical forest plot that I don't have anything to do with anymore. I have nothing left to do with it. Figured why not have like a new setting with some fantastical animal people that are fantastical. Yep, something's got the bird set off. I don't know what. I still got them sniffles. I don't know what to do about it. Maybe I should take some like NyQuil when I go to bed. Maybe that'll help like clear things out. Why is everyone into running up that hill by Kate Bush now? Like, why am I seeing it like everywhere? Who brought that song back? Catch you later. Take your time. And why are people acting like Kate Bush is something new? Like, that's 80s stuff. That predates me. Return from Hell. How is the gas station? Oh, Stranger Things. I was never really able to get into Stranger Things. I saw a few episodes. It didn't appeal to me. However, a great show that's on Netflix right now is First Kill. It has lesbian lovers who are a vampire and a monster hunter, and they're sexy. It's beautiful. Better than Twilight. People thought Ozzy was new? How? How? Oh yeah, Ozzy Osbourne TV show. That was like when I was in middle school. So yeah, Gen Z wouldn't know that. They wouldn't know about him. It's terrible. Ozzy's a legend. Have I heard of the candy Tiger's Milk? I have not. What is that? Is it good? Yeah, I've heard Mexico can get pretty intense at times in certain parts. Where can I get it? Like, what store sells it? Ah, that bird. Ugh. Demon. Demon spawn. Demon spawn. So what is Tiger's Milk? Somebody explain it to me. I have played Magic the Gathering. Unfortunately, I played it with people who turned out to not be good people, so now I have very mixed feelings about ever playing it again. Stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh, my neck is all stiff. He's all stiff. You like when I move my head up and down slightly. Careless Whispers is in my head. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Careless Whispers just makes me think of an amazing video by one of the best creators who's ever on this platform, Jenna Marbles, that I would love to recreate one day. I have listened to Nightcore. I kind of enjoy some Nightcore. It's pretty, it can be pretty good at times. Pretty bouncy. There's a lot of dildos just like out and about in my office space. They're just out and about. Why are you gonna be killing you a bird? What did the bird ever do to you? I have not watched Ozark. I've heard of it, have not watched it. Bruh, my mom is such a hippie. A, she doesn't know what some of the weirder ones are even used for, like even if they're like sex toys. And then other ones, she's just like, "Oh, is that part of your toy collection? How nice." She's such a hippie. She can be pretty cool, except when she tries to live her life vicariously through me, and when she steals my clothes. That's really annoying. Like she stole my favorite Sailor Moon loungy pants. Yeah, 'cause I'm trying to think, like, where do I find tiger's milk? I've never heard of it. I've never seen it anywhere. Maybe it's on the military base. I don't know, but I haven't seen it in any of like stores where I'm at. Maybe where I'm at's just not cool enough for that kind of stuff. Oh, my nose is still so very stuffy. Probably gonna have to rinse it with a neti pot again. Oh, that does not feel good. So, how's everyone doing? How are y'all doing? Vibe check. Vibe check, yes. Vibe check, please. Vibe check. How are the vibes? Do y'all want to hear an embarrassing story from high school? 'Cause I got a really embarrassing story. Oh, the kids are good. Kids are great. They're with Grandma and Grandpa still. They come back tomorrow. So, when I was in high school, I had this group of friends online. Well, most of them were online because I had a very peculiar schooling situation. Anyway, but whenever this group of friends and we would gather together, we had this like cheer, and the cheer was, "What is your penis status?" And then the reply cheer was, "Always erect." And I don't know why that was a thing. I have no idea which person came up with it, 'cause it wasn't me. It was probably Marta. Sounds like it was something Marta would do. But yeah, we would do that. Such cringe. So much cringe. I just remembered that that was a thing now, and I'm like, ugh, cringy high school times. And keep in mind, my group of friends, except like one, were all girls. There was like one dude. I'm eating more taffy. It's so good. Enjoy your mukbang ASMR. Hello, Fran. How you doing? How's your day going? Golly, that taffy's so good. Tastes like straight up root beer. I'm not sick. I'm getting over a cold. Like, I'm on the tail end of a cold. It's just my nose is all stuffily. I'm a snuffleupagus. And oh, how do I get away with having root beer taffy in the office when I'm not allowed to have food? The root beer taffy are actually like low dose 420 edibles, and it's been determined that that's medicine. So medicine can be in here. Ooh, root beer barbecue sauce is dope. I got that on my wings last night. It's so good. It was so yum yum. Yum 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 yum. Definitely a loophole, but it's a good loophole. I'm proud of it. Ooh, I love synth stuff. I'm probably gonna take a hot shower here in a hot minute. Because I have these like shower salts that I like sprinkle on the floor, and the hot shower melts it, and it releases this like stuff that's kind of like vapor, like a Vicks. And that helps a bit. Now, Spencer, Wade's got us all beat. Wade's grandpa of the community. Sorry, Wade, but in internet years, you're grandpa for everybody. You're the wise wizard in the forest. As I smack my face into the headset mic. Because I'm a smarty. What's my fave toy? In terms of like naughty toys? Well, the only way for you to find that out is to join my fans league. People are being noisy outside. People are being very noisy outside. Good thing I don't have to work on an ASMR right now, or else I'd be very annoyed. Oh, bugger. Okay, I got something to do in like about an hour that I'm kind of committed to on like another platform. So I gotta go do that. I didn't realize how fast time was flying. But thank you all for hanging out with me. And real quick, I want to show you my technical difficulty page because it's funny. Look at it. Whenever I have a tech problem going on, I need to like step away to work on it while streaming. This is what I'm gonna put up. Ain't it pretty? I think it's pretty. I love it. Anyway. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna post whenever I have a technical difficulty. Just put that screen up. Nice. Thanks for joining me. I had a good time. Hope you did too. Sorry I'm not like the most hyper energetic person on the internet. I'm just a very chill, vibey person. So yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Uh, Husband Joe is working tomorrow too, so I may be on in the morning. Maybe. Because, like, to do a hop on thing before my kids come home. We'll see. We'll see. Or you can catch me, hopefully, on Twitch Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, US, 5 p.m. Standard Time, 5%, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, US. So I'll be on Twitch then, hopefully, on Tuesday. Great. Thank you all for popping by. Sorry for those of you who just got here. I've been on for like 2 hours. Which I know isn't long for most streams, but I got stuff to do. Okay. Love you all. Stay awesome. Mwah. Mwah. Meow. Ada, ada. Ada, ada.